Hello, it's Granny. I'm going to share the Bible with you again in chapter 43 of Genesis. Before I start, I want to tell you that Bill and I are taking a little journey after church tonight and going up to South Carolina. We're going to go to a youth meeting up there, and together, you know, he's my grandson, I'm his granny, and I'm going to enjoy being there, but I don't know what I'm going to face, so I'm not going to plan to do Granny Shares tomorrow, Friday, or Saturday. So I'll be back on Monday, Lord willing. I'll be back in church on Sunday, Lord willing. So if it's all right with y'all, I hope it is, I'm going to take off for a few days, and I'll be back on Monday, okay? So let's start in Genesis chapter 43. And we know that we were over in Canaan land with Jacob and his boys, and he wasn't going to let Benjamin go because he had lost Joseph. Simeon was in jail, and if Benjamin, something happened to him, oh my, Jacob couldn't stand it. He said, if mischief befall him by the way in the which you go, then shall you bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. So Jacob was letting them know, I can't lose Benjamin. And then chapter 43, verse 1, and the famine was sore in the land. They couldn't grow anything. How can you feed the cattle if there's no grass? So the cattle couldn't live. And it came to pass, when they had eaten up the corn which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, Go again, buy us a little food. And Judah spake unto him, saying, The man did solemnly protest unto us, saying, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. If thou wilt send our brother with us, we will go down and buy thee food. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you. And Israel said, Wherefore dealt ye so ill with me, as to tell the man whether ye had yet a brother? He getting on to him. Y'all shouldn't even told him. And look what it called him this time. This is the first time, I believe, after his name was changed. It says, and Israel said. He got his new name. The Bible saying this is who it is. It's Israel. Somebody with a prince that has power with God. And he's getting on to the boys for even telling them that he had another son, had a brother. They had a brother. And they said, The man asketh straightly of our state, and of our kindred, saying, Is your father yet alive? Have ye another brother? And we told him according to the tenor of these words. Could we certainly know that he would say, Bring your brother down? Now look in this verse. There is a word in here that I've never seen used like this. I haven't seen it used anywhere else in the Bible. But it's tenor. T-E-N-O-R. Don't you just love the King James Bible? Because you learn things from it. It's not dummied down. It's lifted up, and it's teaching you things. The word tenor, when I looked in the dictionary, it said in the general direction. And if it was saying something, it was saying it all in a certain manner, certain leading to a certain conclusion. When you talked in the tenor of something, it was trying to get down to business about what you wanted to know. That's what Joseph was doing. We told him according to the tenor of these words. Couldn't we certainly know what he would say? Bring your brother down. We had to talk to him like what he asked us. He asked us straightly, Were you alive? Was our father alive? Have ye another brother? Whoa, Joseph. According to the tenor of these words, in that general direction, there was no way turning him aside and saying, Why do you want to know that? He was the boss. He was the Lord of the country. We couldn't say that. We didn't know why he wanted to know it, but he did. We know why he wanted to know it, don't we? Because he was Joseph. And Judah said unto Israel his father, see, now they're calling him Israel, send the lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and thou, and also our little ones. I will be surety for him. Of my hand shalt thou require him. If I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame forever. For except we had lingered, surely now we had returned this second time. This portion of Scripture touches my heart. Judah is the many great-grandpa of Jesus. And here he's speaking to his father, Israel. Perhaps that's why his name was called Israel in this portion. And he's saying, send the lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and thou, and also our little ones. I will be surety for him. Judah is telling his father, it's on me. Of my hand shalt thou require him. If I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame forever. The Father sent Jesus, who came down from the line of Judah, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, sent him to bring all of us back to him. The Father wants us. If we don't make it, he's going to be sad, not wanting that at all, for us not to make it. And Jesus has come to bring us back to him. If I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame forever. That's what Judah told his daddy. And Jesus cried out in the garden, let this cup pass from me, nevertheless not my will, but thine be done. And he went to the cross to bring us back to our Father, so our Father would be glad. He did this work. And Judah had to go and get food, and he had to take Benjamin, and he was surety for him. Jesus is surety for me. He's done his best. Oh, keep doing your best, Lord. I need you to do your best by me. Keep me safe. Bring me to the Father. Bring me back to the Father. And all my loved ones. And all my neighbors. So then he said, for except we had lingered, surely now we had returned this second time. You know, they had a long journey. And their father Israel said unto them, if it must be so now, do this. Take in your vessels, and carry down the man a present, a little balm, and a little money, honey, spices, and myrrh, nuts, and almonds. And take double money in your hand. And the money that was brought again in the mouth of your sacks, carry it again in your hand. Peradventure, it was an oversight. Take also your brother, and arise, go again unto the man. So, and he said, and God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may send away your other brother and Benjamin. If I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. Israel is saying that. You know, Israel is a nation now. And Israel hasn't received, as a whole, hasn't received Jesus, hasn't received him. But still Jesus wants to bring them back. Still he wants them to be rescued, saved. Israel wanted them to bring Simeon back and Benjamin. And he said, if I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. So God lets us know in things that happen in the Old Testament about the way he feels in the New Testament, doesn't he? He makes us know it's important for each of us to be brought back to him by Judah's grandson, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He wants us to be brought back. He said, if I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. That's what Israel said. Verse 15. And the men took that present, and they took double money in their hand, and Benjamin, and rose up and went down to Egypt, and stood before Joseph. And when Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to the ruler of his house, bring these men home, and slay, and make ready, for these men shall dine with me at noon. He's through being mean. He didn't want to be mean anymore, especially when he saw Benjamin. And the man did as Joseph bade, and the man brought the men into Joseph's house. Let's think about what Joseph's house must look like. Sure didn't look like those tents and those houses. Maybe they had houses out there in the land of Canaan, did it? No. It was a palace, I'm sure. It was a palace with everything that Egypt could supply to Joseph. And so the men were afraid. And the men were afraid. His brothers were afraid, because they were brought into Joseph's house. And they said, because of the money that was returned in our sacks at the first time are we brought in, that he may seek occasion against us and fall upon us and take us for bondmen and our asses. They're afraid. They don't think anything good's going to come out of this. They can't imagine anything good coming out of it. And they came near to the steward of Joseph's house, and they communed with him at the door of the house, and said, O sir, we came indeed down at the first time to buy food. And it came to pass when we came to the inn, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight, and we have brought it again in our hand. And other money have we brought down in our hands to buy food. We cannot tell who put our money in our sacks. And he said, this is the man at the door of Joseph's house. Peace be to you. Fear not. Your God and the God of your father hath given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money. And he brought Simeon out unto them. So the ruler of Joseph's house is speaking about God. Your God and the God of your fathers. Sounds like it was his God now. Joseph's ruler of his house. Verse 24. And the man brought the men into Joseph's house, and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave their asses provender. And they made ready the present against Joseph came at noon, for they heard that they should eat bread there. They heard that they should eat bread there. They can't figure it out. He said we're spies. Now we're going to eat lunch at his house. We're going to eat bread there. He's going to take us. He's going to arrest us. He's going to take us for bondmen and our asses. He's going to get our donkeys as well as us. And we're going to be his slaves. That's all they could figure out. It was impossible for anything good to happen. Have you ever been there? God was getting something good to happen, and it looked like bad all along the way. Just kept looking like bad, looking like bad. But it was going to turn out good. Lord, let it turn out good, huh, every time. It's what he said, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. All right, I'm going to stop there. I'm sorry, y'all. You got to wait till Monday. God bless you. I love you and appreciate y'all. Bye-bye.